All right, everybody, we're here in Savannah, Georgia. We just flew up to drop somebody off. Now we're heading back to Tallahassee. 6,000 feet, an hour and 11 minutes in the air. Let's do this thing. We got a hot start here. Just flew. This is my third leg of the day. Where?
All right, everybody, welcome aboard here. We're taking the Cirrus back down to Tallahassee for the final leg of this trip. I have been all over the map this morning, so here I am. Landed about an hour ago. We're about to take off and head back down to Tallahassee. All right, so we're going to go over to clearance, pick up our clearance here.
All right, Scott, 9 X-ray, runway 19er, taxi via Bravo, hold short of runway 10.
Savannah clearance, Cirrus 374. Savannah clearance, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima is looking for an IFR down to Tallahassee X-ray.
I had about 3 people calling me there. Gulfstream 350 Golf Delta, Savannah ground, runway 10, taxi via Bravo, hold short of runway 19, verify X-ray.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
There was a Cirrus calling me. Was that 374 Run Lima going to Tallahassee?
Hey, firm, we're looking for a clearance down to Tallahassee with X-ray for 4 Romeo Lima.
Cirrus 4 Romeo Lima cleared to Tallahassee Airport via as filed. Maintain 3,000. Expect 6,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure at C 125.3. Squawk 5531.
Cirrus 374 Romeo Lima is cleared to Tallahassee as filed. Expect 3,000. 3,000. Expect 6,000. 10 minutes. 125.3 and 5531 on the squawk for 4 Romeo Lima.
Alright, I don't know why. Alright, I got 2 frequencies going. Cirrus 4 Romeo Lima, just give me the readback one more time. Everybody else stand by.
Alright, Cirrus 374 Romeo Lima is cleared to Tallahassee as filed. 3,000, 6,000, and 10. 125.3 for departure and 5531 on the squawk for.
Cirrus 4 Romeo Lima, readback is correct. Thank you, sir. Gulfstream 0 Golf Delta, cross runway 19er, continue via Alpha Echo. You guys have a good day.
Looks good on the FMS.
X-ray 8 Papa Alpha Sierra Delta, say again.
Flight controls are good.
X-ray 8 Papa Alpha Sierra
Short
Delta,
taxi,
runway
so
10, taxi via Alpha Charlie, verify ATC X-ray.
Trim manual interrupts. Alright. Back to our checklist.
Alright, wind 1808, the altimeter 3007.
Mixture, flaps, transponder, autopilot, navigation radios. Good, run up.
Track 35683, Savannah ground, runway 10, taxi via Bravo Charlie, hold short, runway 19.
Alright, back home. Now we're going to get on with ground.
Alright, was I missing anybody?
He's busy today. And we'll throw tower in. COM 2, COM 1 standby.
Air 179 Mike Romeo, Savannah clearance, I'm help you. Cirrus 9 Mike Romeo, I'm sorry, say your type Cirrus U, a 20 or a 22, and the phonetics for the destination.
This is taking a minute to get out of Savannah.
Cirrus 9 Mike Romeo, maintain
He is busy.
VFR at or below 3,000 until advised by departure.
Fortunately though, always use the time you have to be productive. There's always something to do in the cockpit.
Cirrus 9 Mike Romeo, readback is correct.
Savannah ground, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima, shelter, X-ray, taxi please.
Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima, Savannah ground, sorry, you said you're at shelter?
Affirm, shelter, X-ray, taxi.
Cirrus 4 Romeo Lima, runway 10, taxi via GA4 Charlie.
GA4 Charlie to 10 for 4 Romeo Lima. Alright, there's our taxi clearance. We've got it mapped out here. We'll give our marshal a quick flash. He'll guide us out.
And at 1850, got your clearance, hold, stand by. Stand by.
So these busier airports
701, finish clearance, stand by 1 second.
Get clearly very busy, so ground frequency gets
154, shelter, ready taxi.
filled up with
154,
all
Savannah
sorts of
ground,
people.
runway 10, taxi via GA4 Charlie, be following a Cirrus. GA4 Charlie, we have the Cirrus in sight.
Talk about us.
Jack 683, can you make the left turn there at Bravo 2?
Making left turn to Bravo 2, 683.
Check idle.
Savannah ground, 17 on Mike Romeo with X-ray at signature, ready for taxi.
Wow, all the Gulfstream stuff here is pretty cool. Here's a, looks like a Gulfstream that's got like a
Jack 683, proceed
layer of
northbound
primer on
on
it?
runway 19.
Maybe, I don't know what's going
turn
on.
Charlie, then continue to runway 10. You guys have a good day.
Looks like it's ready to get
Please,
painted.
go northbound on Bravo 2, take left on Charlie, 683.
Flight test.
Cheers for Romeo Lima. Yes, sir. Just follow the Gulfstream off your right, please.
Alright, I'd follow the Gulfstream off our right for 4 Romeo Lima. Wow, look at that.
Savannah ground, 1 November Tango's with...
If y'all know anything about this facility, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. It's very unique. I've never been up here before.
Tango, Savannah ground, taxi to park via Bravo. Have a good day.
Via Bravo.
So I spent the past couple days
At 1850, readback is correct.
traveling around the southeast. I started in Tallahassee, went up to Auburn, helped a roommate get moved out. Went down to the Gulf Coast Jam on Saturday. Got to see Cody Johnson and Billy Currington, 2 phenomenal performers. From there, had to drop off somebody in Savannah.
Romeo, let me know when you see the twin Comanche southbound on Bravo.
And now that brings me here to Savannah. We're headed home. Hopefully I can get a nap this afternoon. It's been a long weekend, but it's been fun. The weather here in Savannah is nice. It was
Savannah clearance. What time do you
it was cool until the clouds let the sun shine through, and now it started getting hot. And that was my sign to giddy up and get out of here. Savannah Tower, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima, short of runway 10. We're ready to go in sequence.
Savannah Tower, Phenom 244, Lima Golf, visual 10.
X-ray 8, Papa Alpha Sierra Delta. On departure, turn left heading 070, runway 10. Clear for takeoff.
Runway 10 on departure, left heading 70, X-ray 8, Papa Alpha Sierra Delta.
Number 9 X-ray, contact departure.
Contact departure, 7 South on our X-ray.
Number 244 Lima Golf, Savannah Tower, I believe you checked in at runway 10. Continue traffic in position.
Continue, 4 Lima Golf.
Savannah Tower, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima, hold short of runway 10. We're ready in sequence.
Number 374, Romeo Lima, Savannah Tower. On departure, fly runway heading. Runway 10. Clear for takeoff.
Okay, runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff for Romeo Lima. Got me out here quicker than I was expecting. Look at that Gulf Stream. Extra full rich, flaps 50 is coming off. Alright, there's runway 10.
Gulfstream Alpha Sierra Delta, contact departure.
Alpha Sierra Delta.
Smooth application of full power. Airspeed is alive. Engine instruments are showing in the green.
Number 4 Lima Golf, runway 10.
There's 60, looking for 71 for back pressure, 73 to rotate. There it is. Now we're climbing out at 90 knots, looking for a positive rate. 90 knots, positive rate, clear of obstacles, flaps coming up. Slight shake there. Caps is now available. Turn the autopilot on. Autopilot, heading mode, flight level change, 120. Selected and indicating. And the mixture in the climb. Going right over the port of Savannah. Some nice views probably. For y'all, right off of our right.
Number 4 Romeo Lima, contact.
Over to departure for Romeo Lima.
3292, we'll see you later, 350 Golf Delta.
Yeah.
Savannah departure, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima 1600, climbing 3000, runway heading.
Number 374 Romeo Lima, Savannah, departure, your radar contact, climb and maintain 6000, heading 150, vector straight climb.
6000 and 170 for 4 Romeo Lima.
150.
Correction, 150 for 4 Romeo Lima.
Hello, approach Blue Streak 5179, 1000 with X-ray.
Wow, there's a beautiful view of Savannah.
Blue Street 5179, Savannah, altimeter 3007, turn right heading 210, vector runway 10.
I hope y'all are seeing that.
Could we request 5179?
Blue Street 5179, sure, I'm going to have to box you around. I have traffic south of you at 8500 going left to right, so I have to get you underneath them. So for now, flighting 220, descend and maintain 4000.
Okay, for that, well, I guess we'll take 10, 5179.
Okay, Blue Street 5179, heading 220, descend and maintain 4000. You can expect runway 10.
220 down to 4000 for runway 10, Blue Street 5179.
She's busy too.
X-ray 8, Papa Alpha Sierra Delta,
videos,
turn
sure
left
drop
heading 260, descend and maintain 2000.
260, 2000, X-ray 8, Papa Alpha Sierra Delta.
Helps me out a lot, and it helps other people out a lot that also enjoy Cirrus content like this. So again, if you enjoy the video, please follow along. You can see when I post if you turn on post notifications, so you can always see when I have a new video out. And then if you want really up-to-date content, I've got Instagram
Number
as well.
374 Romeo Lima, and turn right on course.
Right turn on course for Romeo Lima. So yeah, if you enjoy Instagram content and you want to stay up to date, shoot me a follow. I'll throw the link here and check it out. Climb power is set. Did all this. So the way that I use the checklist in the Cirrus
Number 235 Sierra Kilo,
is a little
contact
different than
Jacksonville
I
Center on
think a lot of people are
124.67.
used
Have a good
to.
day.
that don't fly Cirruses. So in a Cirrus we use what's called a flow. So, for example, when I start the engine, I start down here and I do what's called the upside down question mark. So I start here, switch tanks, mixture, flaps, coming up, checking the oil pressure and fuel
Number
pressure.
40 Echo Romeo, maintain VFR at or below 3,000 until further advised.
That we do.
At or below 3,000 until advised.
So we do the flow and then we double check it with the checklist. So the checklist is there to catch us in case we mess up. I will say this, the Cirrus is one of the easiest planes that I've ever flown. There's a handful of reasons for that. And you Cirrus pilots obviously know what I'm talking about. It's so streamlined.
Savannah approach, 122 Mike Tango, 9,000.
Number 122 Mike Tango, Savannah. Approach altimeter is 3007. Expect a visual approach runway 10, and I'll get you lower as soon as I can.
We'll expect 10 and look to get lower, 22 Mike Tango.
Savannah approach, good afternoon, Southwest 1623 out of 13.8.
The way that the mixture is integrated, not the mixture, I'm sorry.
X-ray 8
prop
Papa
lever is
Alpha Sierra
integrated
Delta, turn left heading
throttle.
230.
It's a unique Cirrus thing.
Left
So
heading
that keeps,
230, X-ray 8 Papa Alpha Sierra Delta.
this pedestal is
Southwest
super simple.
1623 Savannah, altimeter 3007.
Flaps are
Just
easy.
maintain
It's only
9,000
three
traffic,
positions.
Cirrus traffic, and your travel
Up,
talk 4 miles.
50,
Please go in same
or 100.
direction, 9,000. I'll get you lower as soon as I can.
It's got all the speeds on it.
1623 to maintain 9,000.
One says takeoff, one says landing. Very simple.
Exit 154, 3,000, heading 190.
Southwest 1623 to
And that's
maintain
probably one of the
10,000.
reasons that the Cirrus is the most sold general aviation airplane.
Southwest
Here's
1623
6,000.
to maintain 10,
So we're gonna-
10,000.
Alright,
Do our flow. So it's just simple. It's left to right here. So we go boost
X-ray 8
pump off.
Papa Alpha Sierra Delta, turn left heading 190.
We're setting the throttle in a mixture now. So we're running
Papa
a
Alpha
peak.
Sierra Delta.
So what that means is we're going to
Negative.
power back on the power.
3,000, heading 190.
So about
Exit
70.
154 Savannah departure. Your radar
shown right here.
contact. Come maintain 5,000 for now.
I mean 5,000.
And then we'll bring the mixture back. Mixture's coming back, all the way.
Street 5179,
to the top of
turn
this
left
bottom
heading
green.
190, descend to maintain 3,000.
I'll take a picture of that.
Left 190 down to 3,000, Blue Street 5179.
And Southwest 1623, you can turn right direct Tilly for runway 10.
Right turn direct Tilly for 10.
So we're bringing that mixture back. That little arrow is showing us where to
Who
lead
else
it
is
to.
calling Savannah?
So we bring it back to that top of the bottom green. Now we're checking our engine, right? We're making sure that our engine temperatures are
Number
good.
8
We're seeing what
Papa
today's
Alpha
normal
Sierra
is,
Delta,
right?
turn
Different
left heading
days, there's
130.
different
You're 4 miles from
Cylinder
Toby.
heads are not always going to
Maintain
be at the
2,000
exact
to
same
establish on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 10.
So what's today's normal? Looking all the way across, is everything in the green?
Maintain 2,000
Oil
until
pressure's good.
established, clear for
Temperature's
the
good.
ILS
Fuel
10
flow.
approach,
Right,
X-ray 8
as it's
Papa
settled
Alpha
in,
Sierra
it needs
Delta.
to come back a little bit.
Street 5179,
Very,
speed
very
210,
simple.
your traffic follow 12 o'clock, 7 miles,
Back
turning
on our engine
eastbound
pitch.
if you see him, 2,000 Gulfstream.
Now we're checking the weather.
Okay, so on to
So we're going to go to
210, look for
Tallahassee.
traffic, Blue Street 5179.
We're going to see what's going on. Just start painting a picture of this flight. So now we're going to Tallahassee. What's going on in Tallahassee?
Southwest 1623, roger.
Visibility's great. Some clouds
November
scattered.
122 Mike Tango,
Wind through
traffic just passed
160
over the top of you,
with 13,
10,000.
so now we
No
know.
factor
Okay,
for
we're
you,
probably gonna
flighting
expect
090, give you a little space between them.
090 or 27. Those are the only two
And
options.
Southwest
That's a
1623
crosswind,
just
so
to
we'll
maintain
see.
4,000.
It's a little bit harder to tell what they're doing in Tallahassee. We'll know from the ATIS. Oh, there's some lightning in Tallahassee. We'll keep an eye on that. We've got our weather on board.
X-ray 8 Papa Alpha Sierra
Just
Delta,
painting a
180
picture
to
of the
5 out,
flight.
contact the tower 12597. Have a good day.
180 to 5 out, X-ray 8 Papa Alpha Sierra Delta.
So we're here at cruise.
Blue Street 5179, your traffic follows at Gulfstream off your 10 o'clock and 4 miles if you are correction 6
cruised
miles.
out
Get them
here.
in sight,
I'm
let me
gonna
know. You can just
cut the
maintain
cameras.
2,000.
And I'll pick back up with you on our approach into Tallahassee. It should be fun. There's a lot of weather coming down.
Or if
It
you
shouldn't
can
be
see
anything
the
too
field
major
between
to
your
get
10
out
o'clock
around
and 12
Tallahassee.
miles, just get the field in sight, let me know.
We've got the awesome controllers that are going to help us get in.
Blue Street 5179, cleared visual approach runway 10 and 2 Savannah.
Visual 10 and Savannah.
Number 122 Mike Tango, turn left, direct Tilly, just to maintain 4,000.
Direct Tilly, and maintain 4,000.
And exact at 154, if I maintain 8,000.
Coming out, 8,000, exit 154.
Exit at 154, turn right direct Alpha Mike off.
Right turn correct, Alpha Mike Golf, exit 154.
Number 102, 7 Tango, contact Jacksonville Center 126.75. Have a good day.
Alright everybody, welcome back here. We're inbound to Tallahassee. We're going to get the visual runway 9er. About to check in with Tallahassee.
South
Tallahassee approach, Cirrus 374, Romeo Lima 4000, now Victor, looking for the visual.
374 Romeo Tallahassee approach, roger. There's actually 2 cells up ahead of you, moderate to extreme precipitation. First one's off your 12 to 1 o'clock, 20 miles, about 5 miles in diameter. Second one's 1 o'clock, 23 miles, about 5 miles in diameter. If you as you want, advise you take it back for the approach, and I'll lower for you shortly.
I will advise for any deviations for Romeo Lima. One of the runways in Tallahassee has been under construction. They're repaving it, runway 1836. And that's usually the more convenient runway from where our hangar is. But, like I said, it's under construction, so we haven't been able to use it recently. Hopefully it should reopen soon. It's hard to tell with some of these things. I'm sure it's online somewhere, but construction projects
Number 2 Whiskey Hotel,
always take
contact
longer
tower
than you think.
on 118.7.
It's not been a bad flight.
2 Whiskey made from contact tower on 118.7.
No major weather at all, really. And we've got this system right here with a lot of lightning in that. So we're making sure to stay well clear of it. We're going to get in right before it hits. It's moving pretty slow. No lightning in any of this stuff. So it should be nice. Easy coming.
November 4, Romeo Lima, just 10 degrees left for the weather.
Alright, 10 left for weather for Romeo Lima. So we're flying 242, 232. Go on heading. One thing about flying when I'm the only one in the plane is I find that the deviations aren't as big of a deal when we're going through clouds, just because I've flown long enough to where the bumps don't affect me as much. If I were to have passengers, I'd be a little more cautious about which clouds I'm flying through. But yeah, a lot of this Florida thunderstorm flying that we're used to can be very bumpy, and it can make some people nervous. Bumps are very normal. And so what this vector was hopefully going to do was get us on the backside of some of this stuff. Now, obviously, it's important to know that just because a controller says something does not mean that you should do it. These controllers, a lot of them, some of them are pilots, some of them aren't. You don't have to be a pilot to be an air traffic controller. And so that means that a lot of them don't understand what we're facing up here and we're looking at. And a lot of the technology they're using can be old. So it can be difficult for them to see exactly what we're seeing. So it's important to remember the pilot always has the final authority in the airplane as to what decisions are made. And knowing that ATC is not your boss, air traffic control is just there to help you. They're just there to offer a hand. And so if you can communicate with them well, they're usually very, very helpful. Tallahassee's great because it's a training tower for a lot of air traffic controllers. And so what that means is we've got a very strong airspace. So we've got a class Charlie that's pretty low traffic. So we have a lot of different services out of Tallahassee, given that we have the Charlie. And so learning to fly there has been great because I learned to fly talking to air traffic control all the time, talking to ground control all the time, talking to tower, talking to departure, talking to approach, always. And so it really strengthened my radio communications. Then moving up to Auburn, flying out of a non-towered airport for my IFR, made it very easy to get good at non-towered communications. So I really got the best of both worlds. And if you have the opportunity to do that, that's 100% something that I would recommend.
November 4, Romeo Lima, when able flighting 260.
Alright, 260 for Romeo Lima. think he's gonna bring me out. See if we can get the airport in sight here. It's pretty far still. 15, almost 20 miles. So here's the stuff that he was trying to keep us out of. It is pretty dense precip. I would never choose to go through something like that, although this plane is more than capable of handling precipitation like that, as long as there's no lightning in it. It would definitely bump us around a bit, and I would highly suggest slowing the airplane down if we were to do that, but these planes are...
November 4 Romeo Lima, descend and maintain 2,000.
Right down to 2,000 for Romeo Lima. These planes are more than capable. Go ahead and pull out the checklist here, do our descent checks. Altimeter has been set. Cabin heat and defrost is good. We'll turn the landing light on with a landing clearance. Fuel system is good. Mixture is set, we're monitoring that. And brakes, they have pressure. Go through our before landing seatbelt, shoulder harness, and fuel pump mixture, autopilot. Flaps, brakes, power lever. Won't be doing a short field. So if y'all are interested in aviation, maybe you want to get into general aviation, or you're just interested in seeing what something like this costs, the numbers side of it. I mean, I'm a finance guy, so it's always cool to me, and so I put together a spreadsheet that's for sale. It's only a couple dollars, $5-10. But if that's something you're interested in, seeing the fixed costs, variable costs, and then a cost per hour breakdown of what it takes to run a Cirrus G6, definitely check it out. It's very intuitive, most of that stuff. And maybe you're not buying a G6, but maybe you're buying a G3. You can simply just go in and edit the Excel sheet and have a good idea of what it is that 200 to go, and what it is that you can rent your airplane for, and how much you would make, and what it would cost you. So it's got expenses on there and everything. Definitely worth checking out.
Tallahassee Airport's off your 10 to 11 o'clock, 10 miles.
4 Romeo Lima's got Tallahassee in sight.
4 Romeo Lima, cleared visual approach runway 9er, tower 18-7.
Alright, clear for the visual runway 9er and over to tower. Thanks, 4 Romeo Lima. Alright, I'm going to hand fly from here. I haven't been hand flying this whole day. South Tower, Cirrus 374 Romeo Lima on the visual runway 9er.
Cirrus 374 Romeo Lima, Tallahassee Tower, runway 9er to the land, wind 1506.
Runway 9er, clear to land, 4 Romeo Lima. Like that. So yeah, it's been a fun trip. Glad you guys got to join me on the flight back from Savannah. Hopefully there'll be some more videos to come. So it was funny when I got my IFR and I flew for the first time instrument flight rules. I was coming in to land in Tallahassee and they said clear for the visual. Now, I had heard of a visual approach before, but I realized that I had never really done a visual approach before, because all of my IFR training is approach plate after approach plate after approach plate. And so it was kind of funny. I looked over at my dad and I was like, does that just mean we can do whatever we want? And so it was funny trying to think through the simple stuff after being in the deep RNAV LPV approaches and hand flying, all that stuff.
Helicopter 2 Whiskey Lima, radar service terminus, squawk VFR, frequency changes approved. Have a good day.
Over to VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Here is I'm going to turn this into an extended left base here, and we'll just turn in. Bringing it on in. Man, those flaps really help you lose altitude very efficiently. And that big 3-bladed paddle prop up front certainly help you lose altitude. There it is. It's actually looking really good. There's Niner. Find that center line there. I'm going to dump the flaps so the weight can get put on the wheels and then mixture back to the X. We're going to use aerodynamic braking. Let's see about Bravo 6. Would be nice, yeah. Let's take Bravo 6 here.
Cirrus 4 Romeo Lima, left Bravo 6, say park.
Alright, Bravo 6 up to North T for 4 Romeo Lima.
Lima taxi North T hangars via Bravo Alpha with me.
Bravo Alpha with you. Have a good one. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed today's flight. It was a fun one down from the Gulfstream factory in Savannah. Pretty cool. If you like these videos, please share them with your friends, subscribe, comment, give me a like, and more videos to come.